Good day, Trimmers, and thank you for tuning in to the day spooky and scary video on YouTube. So, yes, I'm up for another spooky and scary video on YouTube, and of course, yes. What the hell? Something right behind me must have been shiny, of course. In fact, I'm going to turn on a light here because I'm about to do something really rather creepy, of course, but also something I'm actually going to mimic outside at night time as a little bit of a bonus. Have you ever thought of hearing about a little, something more like a Tawny Owl outside around night time? They're one of the most common owls in the UK. I've actually heard them from like yesterday midnight, I think. But anyways, of course, it's just in preparation for Halloween time. I'm going to do something a little bit obvious. Okay, of course, yes. First off, I'm going to start off by doing a creepy doorway, which looks like that. Ooh, looks like the revenge or the return of Henry the Hoover. Maybe it looks like he's about to come along and attack me as some weird vengeance. Sorry for the background noise, but it looks like I'm actually filming outside. And apparently, there's a guy speaking to... Well, I might as well not think about him. Sorry for the background noise. Well, there's actually quite a bit of car activity outside, so this is actually going to be quite rough and ready, but here we are. I'm going to straightforward do a little creepy pop-up sort of thing. I'm actually hearing some very maniacal laughing sounds outside, and that doesn't make it sound very creepy at all, but yeah, there's actually quite a bit of car activity going on here. It's a bit dangerous by the looks of it. What in the hell is going on here around my neighbourhood? I think this is rather eerie to see this. But one thing I'm going to do here with the car in the background is I'm going to do a little horror trick here. So I've got me vlogging here. I'm holding a tablet and I'm actually pretending that I'm just popping up from the door here. This looks like I'm just going to pop out something really spooky and scary. Here's Johnny! Or should I just say here's Ivan? As obvious as it sounds. Maybe I might as well just turn off the light. Ooh. That's better, eh? Maybe if I turn on a bit of light. Oh, yes, that looks even more creepy, eh? And maybe if I try and adjust a bit of brightness. Yes, that actually does make it obviously creepy. I don't think you can see it, but maybe you can see a bit of a facial thingy going on here. Ah! There you go, a bit of special effects, eh? There you go. I'm going to try and do a little trick here. And apparently it's actually gone bright. Why the hell has it decided to go a little bit bright? I think it's the screen. I think it's the glare coming from the screen. You know what it is? I think it's the door. I think it's the computer screen that's hitting it. Don't know why. It's not really that scary that much. But it does. Yeah. Here you go. I just jump scared you, hey? So there's a bit of a premonition sort of scene, if you want this for a bit of a awesome pop-up feature. Remember, I'm actually... Oh my god. There's that... let me just turn on the light here, eh? You know something? There's a bit of window activity and a bit of curtain activity right in the background. That was spooky, wasn't it? Anyways, there's a bit of a genuine coincidence. There you go. Popping out the doors. I think it's the computer monitor. Let me just turn off the computer monitor. Sorry, I can't say it properly because I don't want to have slight signs of dyslexia. Now that the people are gone. Okay, so got the computer monitor off. Mind you, it is creepy as I'm making this video. Hey, oh, it's still doing the same. I think it's the tablet screen reflecting of the door and stuff. There you go. I can just pop up a bit, and now. Oh, okay, that didn't work. If I do this, I think I need to get the tablet just as far away as I can. And I need to have my eyes popping out. There you go. Oh, it's not that further away, hey? What is going on here? Only if I try and do it again. Over a millisecond, I guess. Look at me. Maybe if I try and pop out. Hopefully I'm not gonna try and split my arm as I'm making this video. Hey, look at me, I'm just popping out. Popping outside. There you go. Oh, did it work? Another cool feature is that you can also have some very spooky backgrounds which involve in a running computer, and even more creepy, I've got a table fan, no way, a tower fan as well too, but you can't see it because I've got the lights, well, it's quite dark at the bottom here, right, as I'm making this video, right. There was a hand, creepy hand going on here, right, and of course, yes, we've also got the street lights reflecting from the outside, reflecting, and also shining towards indoors, which actually makes it quite interesting, even when I make some really creepy shadow designs and whatnot. And yes, since everyone's pretty much finding the night a little bit later than usual, well, it's actually midnight as I'm making this video, eh? Well, I want you guys just to actually play a little game here by just, you know, pretty much being silent and tell me what's missing. Do you know what's something missing? Something that makes a noise that goes like... I'll do it again. Yeah, I'm doing a little impression of a Tawny Owl. That's what I was up to. I'll do it again. Maybe I could probably speak owl by the looks of it. I don't know, my throat can't pretty much hoot and hollow out by the looks of it. Sorry for the pun, eh? Okay, I need to do it again. I'm not really great on speaking Tawny Owl language, but maybe if I speak again. Here we go. That'll be an awesome spook sound effect, eh? Quite an awesome sound effect, especially during Halloween time. But hey, Tawny Owls can actually straightforward hoot and holler it out at any time. I think makes it very good for a bit of a horror show, isn't it? Because I live in the UK, we get Tawny Owls, and they're like the most commonly heard owl outside in the UK. But all I can hear is just traffic noises. Obviously, I think Tawny Owls, unfortunately, their numbers have been declining. But they are quite a great sound effect, but they're also a bit tad spooky because you know why? You know, I can make noises of Tawny Owls, but I can't seem to really arouse them outside of my night. Overall, I can't hear any as I'm looking around here, eh? It's a tad spooky, and I think that's something that, you know, urban areas usually tend to be devoid of. Tawny Owls. Can you hear any actual real Tawny Owls hooting outside? No. 90% of the time, I just don't hear them. And also, even more worse, 90% of the time you just hear them, but at the same time, there's a very low chance of seeing them. I've seen a few Tawny Owls when I was away at home, and I managed to only just see 2 wild ones. How awesome was that? But I could probably say like this. And then there's also another sound effect I could also make like... That is the key-weak sound from a female Tawny Owl. If you don't really know what that is, Of course, yes, since I've known that species of owl, it has been very straightforward, familiar. It's a very familiar nighttime sound, especially in the UK. And it's also a great horror sound effect, especially during Halloween time. But it makes me think of Harry Potter and the Wizarding World whenever I think of owls and that whatnot. Of course, yes, it's quite interesting. I think 90% of the time you only just hear a lot of urban soundscapes at night time, which really does seem to sort of dish out away in between the forest sound effects when it's all spooky and scary and also dark at night time versus the urban sound effects of today. It's sad that I don't hear that much at all in the way of Tawny Owls. Well, I shall leave this horror video something very simplistic of just having some very weird popping up features, and also that Tawny Owl impression that I did. And yes, this is part of a bit of a horror film medley of stuff because, despite the mental health I'm in, just because I tend to talk about scary stuff doesn't exactly mean that I seem to convey it as something unacceptably inappropriate. But anyways, if you really enjoyed this spooky and scary video on YouTube, then please give this video a like. Oh wait, hang on. Yes, please give this video a like, subscribe for more for such videos in the future, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye for now. There's actually something I really wanted to share out just before I decided to end the video on YouTube. The 20-hour sounds were actually done by me, of course, I know that too, but hey, I actually made this video just because I wasn't really done with the horror film theme. And of course, yes, the 20-hour impressions came into my mind when I thought of making those kinds of videos on YouTube. Anyways, I think I might as well leave it on that after making such a very strange video like this. And there's a person walking outside. Okay, as I'm speaking very silently. There's not 2 hours. That person walking, I guess he's holding pizza. I guess he's actually done playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Don't you think? Because Freddy Fazbear sells a lot of pizza. And I'm really correct about it. Did you agree on it? Seems unusual for a bit of a very strange video of late. Being a horror film, of course, or a horror video, of course, eh? I never expected that to be quite bustling and busy and crowded at times. Boo! Did I just scare you? Well, I hope not. I thought I just heard a Tawny Owl. Maybe I did speak to Tawny Owls. Or spoke to Tawny Owls. Maybe I was. Maybe I was correct. And all of a sudden it's too eerie to think about it, other than just me going,